Well, good evening and welcome to our Create Your Own Freedom event in WA. It's the 20th of March, and if you're watching this recording, we just want to thank you for taking the time to listen in to what we're doing over here. My name's Beck, and I'm really excited to be hosting tonight. So for myself, my husband and I came across this business 2 years ago now. We were travelling in our caravan with our two small kids, and I was really physically run down. I was looking for an answer to help with my health. I had a mouthful of ulcers, I had eczema, and I was just an exhausted, frazzled mummy. I couldn't drink enough coffee to get me through the day, and I was feeling like quite moody, and that just wasn't me. The whole purpose of our trip around Australia was to spend time with our kids. So I was feeling a bit ripped off as well, because I just felt like I didn't have the energy I needed to be the best mum that I could be. So when I came across a Facebook ad talking about magic beans, I was quick to call my friend and find out what this was all about. And what I found was this amazing product, Juice Plus. So I quickly jumped on the product, and within the first 2 days, my energy just turned around. I felt literally like someone had put the windscreen wipers on in the car, and I could actually see straight and think straight for the first time in years. And I then realised how depleted my body was and how much my body was yearning for this nutrition. And as the weeks rolled on, my eczema cleared up, and my ulcers cleared up, and I was able to sit through a movie with my husband and actually watch the ending. He would say to me, "You've seen this?" And I'd say, "I've never seen this ending," because I'd always be asleep. So I just felt like I could be more present with my family and be the best version of me as a mum and as a wife. So the business ticked all the boxes for me as well. I was looking for a way of making money as we travelled, and I didn't want to do relief teaching. I'm a high school teacher, and the purpose of the trip was to spend time with the kids. So I was super excited to find something that I could do around them, around their sleeps, and at night time. So over here in WA, we can see the workplace is changing so quickly, and we're meeting lots of people who are financially stressed. Lots of people are working multiple jobs to try and make ends meet. And we're also seeing lots of families who are feeling the pressure in their relationships because of the financial stress. And we know it's hard to be healthy if your finances aren't healthy. So it's really exciting to come across a business like this that you can do in and around your job, in and around your family. I'm excited now. I'm able to pay for family holidays. I'm able to spend more time with my kids. If they're sick from school, it's no big deal. I can just be at home with them, which is awesome. So tonight we're going to share some stories, not only of how the amazing product Juice Plus has changed our health, but also how it's changed our finances and continues to do so. So I'm really grateful that I've come across this opportunity, and I'm really passionate about sharing it with other people who want to create more choice in their lives. So sit back and enjoy these stories as we share them. And first of all, we're going to talk really briefly about our amazing products. So I'm going to introduce Carlina, who's an amazing mum of 4, and she's going to chat about our products. Thanks, Carlina.
Thanks, Beck. Hey, everyone. So thanks for joining us tonight. I get to talk to you about our awesome products. So Juice Plus came into my life about 14 months ago. And at the time, I had a lot of stress in my life, and I was neglecting not only mine, but also my family's health. And I was making really poor food choices. And we certainly weren't getting the recommended 9 to 13 serves of fruit and veg into our diets every day. I was also really run down and tired to the point where I was living on Red Bull and chocolate just to get me through the day. And my anxiety and stress got so bad that I was grinding my teeth in my sleep, and I actually snapped off my front tooth. So when I came across the product, it just made complete sense to me that by flooding my body with more fruits and vegetables, it was only going to help me. And this was a super convenient and affordable way to do that. Within the first few days of taking Juice Plus, I felt amazing. Like, I had so much energy and I felt calm and happy for the first time in such a long time. And I'm happy to say that I haven't had nor needed a Red Bull since. And I no longer get stressed like I used to. Within a week of me being on the products, each one of my kids came up to me separately and were like, wow, Mum, you've completely changed. You're not yelling at us all the time and you're not complaining about being sick and tired. And that was a huge turning point for me because I realized just how miserable I'd been making their lives. So these are our capsules. We've got the fruits, vegetables, and berries. Oh, you can see that without the glare. And these help bridge the gap between what we do eat and what we should be eating. And what I love best about this is that there's an actual food label on the back. So you can actually understand what's in these products. So the product's been around for 25 years, and Juice Plus knew that kale was cool 25 years ago. They're actually the largest growers of kale in the world. So we have the produce grown on proprietary farms, and we've got records of these farms going back 3 generations to prove that the produce is GMO-free. It's also grown exclusively for the Juice Plus company and is grown using organic principles. So the produce is picked at its peak ripeness when it's most nutrient dense, and it's taken straight to a processing plant. It's not cold stored like our supermarket produce. And then it's put into these giant blenders and is pulped. So we keep the skin, the pip, the fibre, everything. And then it's all dehydrated at a really low temperature to avoid damaging the nutrients and enzymes. It's then brought down to powder. So what you end up with is a concentrated whole food nutrition. So when all the water is removed, most of the sugars and salts are removed as well, which is really great for people on low sugar diets. And it's then put into a vegan capsule to preserve all the enzymes and avoid oxidization. So the product is tested to 1 millionth herbicide, pesticide free, and it's considered yeast free, mold free, bacteria free. It's really clean. In fact, it's probably cleaner than organic eating because I don't know that the farmers that I buy my produce from are testing their end result. So who knows if sprays have blown over from neighbouring farms. Now, the newest addition to the Juice Plus family is our plant-based omegas. Now, I don't know about you, but I could not stand the taste of fish oil, and nor could my kids. So what we've actually done is we've cut out the middle fish and gone straight to the source that the fish get their omegas from, which is really cool. So it's good for people like myself to get our omega-3s. So it's all cold pressed plant-based omegas, and there's lots of ingredients in here, including pomegranate seed oil, raspberry seed oil, tomato seed oil, and a few other things. And what I've found from doing my own research is that these ingredients actually contain naturally occurring omegas 5, 6, 7, and 9. So my kids can actually chew these up because they're flavored with vanilla and orange oil and rosemary oil. Even my 5-year-old can have these. So Juice Plus is the most researched nutraceutical in the world. The research and science behind this product is amazing, with around 38 peer-reviewed gold standard clinical studies, which are all published in medical journals. Now, so we're talking pharmaceutical grade research, so it's completely backed by science. I don't actually have time to go into all the research right now, but the 2 standouts for me are that the product is proven to increase your immune system and decrease inflammation. So disease and illness is a form of inflammation. So by eating more fruits and vegetables, it means less disease, which creates a better immune system. The other standout for me is that the product is safe. So if you can eat fruits and vegetables, you can take Juice Plus. It's even safe if you're pregnant, breastfeeding, and for kids of all ages. Now, something I get asked quite often is, what's the difference between Juice Plus and a supplement? A supplement is fraction nutrients, usually synthetically derived, and our bodies can't actually absorb anything synthetic, which is why we get that bright yellow whey. So because some of it will just simply pass out of the body. Our products are actually bioavailable, so because it's whole food, our body recognizes it and it's absorbed straight into the bloodstream within 5 minutes, and none of it is wasted. We also have a chewable version, which is great for kids and for adults who don't like capsules. So these are completely natural with no nasties or fillers, and they're actually made with fruit pectins to give them that gummy consistency. So when you, some natural sweetener has been added as well, because as you can imagine, once all the sugars have been removed from things like broccoli and kale, they don't taste too great. So it's actually been sweetened with tapioca syrup, which is only around 1.5 grams per child serve. So when you compare this to a banana has around 17 grams of sugar per banana. So it's actually really low in comparison. Now, the best part is that when you're taking the product yourself, you can actually sponsor a child between the age of 4 to 18 to get their product for free. They then go into a worldwide health study, which we have over 1.5 million kids taking part so far, and they're all getting their fruits and veggies for free. My kids love these, and as a result, they're craving more fruits and veggies. And for 2 of my children, they've gone from being in wet wraps and using steroid creams for eczema to being completely eczema-free just 4 weeks into using our products. The other amazing product that we have is the Complete Powder. So this is a vegan protein powder, and it has a blend of superfoods including broccoli sprouts, spirulina, ancient grains, mushroom powder, and the list goes on. So it's put into convenient sachets to preserve the enzymes, and it's approved by the Therapeutic Goods Association. Now, so these are your macronutrients and the capsules are your micronutrients, and your body actually needs both of these to run efficiently. So these are a perfect blend of your good fats, your good protein and complex carbs. Now, my kids and I have one of these on the way to school, blended up with some fruit to turn it into a smoothie. And it's a good feeling to know they're heading off to school with healthy, happy tummies, and they just think they're having a chocolate or vanilla shake. So when you combine the powder with the capsules, you're getting close to 70 plant-based ingredients into your diet every day, which would be really hard to do without these products. I also love that when you're on the products, you get a lifetime membership for free into our Whole Foods Healthy Lifestyle program, the Juicy Body Transformation. So this is an online program created by a top 10 contestant of MasterChef back in 2014, Kira Westwick. And it's loaded with hundreds of family-friendly, healthy, whole food recipes. They're amazing. We also have things like shopping guides, meal plans. We have a Thermomix guide, and we also have a shred component for those that want to lose weight. There's also so much online support as well, which is great. There's no calorie counting, no deprivation, and it's all about eating real food and creating healthy cultures in the home, which is something I'm super passionate about. So that's all from me about the products. I'm going to hand you over to Jess now, who's going to share a bit of her product story with us. Thanks, Jess.
Thanks, Carlina. So I've been using the product and following the program for about eight or 9 months now. When I heard about Juice Plus, it totally made sense to me. I've always been pretty healthy, but it's only because of having health problems in the past that I've really realised how important my health really needs to be. I used to suffer from being really extremely tired, bloated all the time, reoccurring migraines, eczema, and since being a teenager, I've actually had quite crippling lower back pain as well. So I didn't really feel that great. So over the years, I've come to realise that nutrition was definitely the key, and since being on the product, I found a huge increase in energy, no more brain fog, no more coffee or sugar to prop me up in the arvos. I've got energy all day, which is awesome because I've got an 18-month-old, so you need to have energy all day. My hair, skin, nails is looking the healthiest it's ever been, and I actually feel the best I've felt in a very long time. This is truly taking my health to the next level, which is awesome. I really love also that my daughter and my husband still take the products, and you can take them while you're pregnant and breastfeeding as well, which there's a lot of products out there that you can't. My family and I will definitely be taking it for life. So I will hand over to Beck now. Thanks.
Thanks so much, Jess. I just love hearing the stories of how our products have helped people with their health, and how us as mums, we're just doing life better, and we're probably better mums because we're not as cranky and we've got more energy to cope with what we have to cope with. So we're going to change gears a little bit now. I know when I found out that this was also a business opportunity, I had lots of questions. But there's two particular questions that we always seem to get asked about. So I'm just going to hand back to Jess, and she's going to talk about those two questions briefly. Thanks, Jess.
Thanks, Beck. One of those misconceptions that people have is about this business is it one of those things, or is it a pyramid scheme? Well, pyramid schemes are actually made illegal over 40 years ago. Juice Plus has been around for nearly 30 years, and it's in 27 different countries around the world, so you'd think they would have been found out. Even though pyramid schemes are illegal, it seems most traditional business have a pretty similar structure. I'll use the company I was working for as an example. So I worked for a large mining company, and my position was in the exploration department as a field technician. And when I started, there could have been between 10 to 100 people in that same position. Over the 5 years that I worked for the company, I did have a couple of promotions, but as I worked my way up the ladder, the positions got less and less, and I realised there was actually no way I was ever going to make it to CEO. And the only way you could get there is by jumping over people, and it's not that fun. This business is a lot more like a rectangle with an open top. Everyone starts the business as a virtual franchisee, and it's only $165, which is pretty cool. And the pinnacle position is National Marketing Director. The only way to get to that pinnacle position is by helping one another. There's no stepping over one another, and because there's endless positions to get to that point, which is pretty awesome. And there's no cap on the rectangle because there's a unlimited potential of how much you can earn once you hit that pinnacle position. It's pretty cool. You can grow your business at your own pace and promote to whichever position you like. One of those other misconceptions is this, do I need lots of people? When I started the business, I saw a post on Facebook, and I met lovely Carlina, and I was chatting to one of my friends, and she was in the same situation as me, a mum, and wasn't sure what to do, and she was really keen to join the business too. And she's also introduced the business to a couple of other people. Carlina's introduced the business to people. And as you can see, it's already started growing. And, there was no way that it needed to hunt down anyone or hassle your friends and family, because it's all about recommending, and if people are excited and as you are, then they're happy to join you and your team, which is pretty cool. I might hand back to Rach now, and she will tell us a bit about how we get paid.
Thanks, Jess. It's awesome. I love how it's about recommending, and just the people that I've met during my time in the business has just been incredible. People I would never have met just because of the nature of how the business is. So I'm just going to talk to you briefly about how we get paid in the business, because it is a little bit different to other businesses. There are 3 ways we get paid, and what I love about this is that with our retail commission that we get paid, the beauty is that I've done a couple of other marketing jobs before where you get paid retail, but you have to have a lot of stock and you have to do party plan and all of those sorts of things. The beauty about this company is that you are just recommending the products to people that you meet, and you're just connecting them with head office, and head office send them out their product and sort out all their payments and all of that for us, and we get paid a retail commission on any sales that we make. So that's one way that we get paid. Another way we get paid is through commission. commission, we call this the beach money. This is an amount of money as our business grows that we can access with another level of commission on top of the retail commission. And it basically opens up to us when our business grows, and it's a passive income. So it means that if, I had to take, what a shame if I had to take a holiday for like 4 weeks or something, I might, I would still earn income from my commission on my team's activities and my sales that are going through each month. So that's 2 direct ways that we make income. And the other one is through bonuses. Now, I don't know about you, but I work as a nurse, and I've been working as a nurse for 25 years, and I've never got a bonus from working as a nurse. If I'm lucky, I get a box of chocolates from a family or something at Christmas time, but most of the time we don't see bonuses that often. And what I love about this company is that they really encourage us to use our bonuses to treat ourselves. They recognize that that it's a special celebration when we get bonuses, and I know my bonuses have been spent on really lovely memories from myself and my family. So yeah, it's awesome that we get paid in different ways. And I'm going to hand back to Carlina now to share about her business experience. Thanks, Carlina.
Thanks, Rach. Yeah, I love the bonus part of this business, and it's amazing. And I love that we have to buy ourselves something with it. It makes it a bit more special. So, about 14 months ago, I was in a really financially stressful place. We have a traditional business in mining, and we'd built up a pretty expensive life for ourselves. We've got 4 kids. They were going to a private school. We've got a nice big home, but then the mining boom crashed, and so did our business. So it got to the point where we were struggling not only to pay our bills, but also our grocery, fuel. There were some weeks where, all my credit cards would decline. It was just horrendous. So I was looking at having to go back to work and get a 9-to-5 job. And my partner actually moved over to Sydney and started working over there. So with the prospect of getting a 9-to-5 job with a partner living on the other side of the country and 4 kids, it just absolutely terrified me. I didn't know how I was going to fit that into my life. So when I came across this opportunity on Facebook, it just made complete sense to me. I could create an income in stolen moments around my life and still get to do my most important role, which was being a mum. I could do the drop-offs, the pickups, and be there for everything else in between. So I thought, what have I got to lose? And I jumped straight on board, and I haven't looked back since. It has been not only amazing financially, but also so rewarding with the community and the friendships that I've created, and just the way that everyone supports one another. So I'm so grateful that I came across this opportunity, and I'm so excited for the future because we are now bringing our family all back together, and we're moving over to the other side of the country, and we're all going to be living together again. So without this business and the finances to do that, it wouldn't be possible. So I'm really grateful. So I'm going to pass back to Rachel now, who's going to share a bit of her story with us. Sorry, Rach, over to you.
Thanks, Carlina. That's super exciting that you'll finally get to be back together as a family and no more living on opposite sides of the country. Super exciting. So 18 months ago, I was introduced to this business. At the time, I was a single mum, working full-time, pretty much busting my butt to bring in enough money to pay bills and really struggling from payday to payday. And I really couldn't see a way forward. I didn't know how to make that better. I just thought if I worked harder and harder and harder, it would help, but it actually didn't help. It was having a huge toll on my body, and my relationship with my son and just family time was always a stress because of the financial pressures. What this business has given us is some amazing opportunities to create new memories. We have used some of the bonus money to buy tickets to go and see Adele, which was a highlight of our year last year. And we also have used money to go on our first family holiday since I became a single mum. And that was just so wonderful to be able to do that and not feel pressured by finances. And so for me now, this business gives me a chance to work in my stolen moments around my work and also around Caleb's activities. And now I can start to dream again. I can start to think about getting into the property market. I can start rebuilding my life, my financial security. And I'm just so excited that I'm going to be able to share this with other people that might be in the same situation, that they might be wondering, how can I stay at home with my children, or how can I get a little bit of extra income on the side? How do I get more financially secure and have more choices? So I just love it. I love the community of people that I'm now getting to know, and just such an encouraging group of people. And I just feel like we're always lifted up. It's not a negative culture to be a part of, and it's just I'm so grateful for that. Such a positive experience. So it's been great. And I'm going to hand you back to Beck now to close off tonight. Thanks, Beck.
Thanks so much, Rach. Oh my goodness, I just love hearing about these lives that are transforming because of this business. It's so exciting. And what we're finding is there's 3 different types of people that join our business. There's people who just want to pay for their product, so they might share it with just a couple of people. There's other people who are wanting to cover the grocery bill or the rent. And then there's people like us who want to just go full out. We want to have overseas holidays. We want to help our family. We want to, buy our parents a retirement home and all those sort of big dreams. So whichever category you fit into, this is an awesome opportunity for you as well. So I'd like to thank you for having a listen to our stories. If you have any questions, I really urge you to get those answered. So we can only share so much in a half an hour with you. And I know I had lots of questions. So I'm super excited for my future and for the future of everyone who's shared on here tonight. I just love seeing you girls just grow and blossom and your lives transforming. That's part of why I love this business as well. Just seeing that happen around you is super exciting, and seeing it happen to you is exciting too. So thank you again. And if you've got questions, the best way to get them answered is just to reach out to whoever sent you this link. And hopefully we'll see you on here and with us and doing this as part of our tribe very soon. So have a great night, and we'll see you soon.